Alright, what's up guys? I'm back with another video. It's been kind of long since I uploaded last, but I told you I would do some DIYs. So I have one that I just recently picked up here, and I thought I should show you it and maybe you'll enjoy it. So recently I just picked up this new front bumper. This bumper's off of a 944 turbo, and in my opinion I just think it looks way better than the kind of boxy front end that naturally aspirated 944 has. So I went ahead and picked this up really cheap. I have a guy down in Maryland that sells me a lot of parts, and I paid $50 for this. So when I got it, it had some problems. I mean, there was a crack right here, a big old crack right there, and so I had to go ahead and fix that. There were some holes in the bumper, fixed those. There's a huge crack and hole right here, and as you can see, I'm still kind of working on it to perfect it. But yeah, that was one of the issues. Right here there was a hole for a headlight washer system. Obviously my car doesn't have those, so I plastic welded those shut. Same over here. But I mean, all in all, I thought it was a really good deal, and I love these bumpers. I've wanted one for a long time, so I went ahead and made the move to pick one up. Now I'm in the middle of kind of getting it ready for paint right now, so I have all the front facing of it sanded down to below the paint or just the paint. There's no clear coat on what you see right here. In here and in the little crevices, I haven't gotten there yet just because I'm kind of working on just the outside right now. But so this will be going into paint this winter during that kind of build session that I have planned. I have a lot of good stuff planned for that, so this winter should be a good time for videos and stuff. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Anyway, I'll go into a little deeper. So right in here, these turn signals, I'm gonna have to pick up some turn signals because they're not the same as the regular 944, and I'll have to get them wired up to my car. So that will be one thing. This is housing for a fog light. Now I'm doing something special with this. I'm not putting a fog light in there. Something different will be in there, so make it look really cool. And I got this idea off of one of my buddies I know that has these cars and did actually the same thing that I'm doing. This bumper on a naturally aspirated 944. Now on turbo models, the fenders are a lot different, and so this lines up with the fenders, so that means the bumper is going to be different as well. So if you see right here, this little down curve, I had to kind of draw it up and then cut it myself, because on the 944 turbo, the bumpers are curved a little slant, not such a hard down curve. So I had to cut that, went over into here, and so this will fit right up now. Looks really good now. So, and I didn't want to go spending all the money on fenders because, I mean, that's a lot of money, and I just got the car painted. No need to repaint the bumpers again when I could just kind of modify this bumper to those fenders. So with these fog lights not being there, I kind of have a good idea of what I'm going to do down here. So down here, I'm planning on doing a black mesh back there and all in these little crevices right here, every single one of them. And then I think what I'm going to do is in between here, these last crevices over here, put a fog light of some sort, like an LED bar, and wire that up to a switch inside my car. So then I'll still have fog lights, but I'll still have what's going in here, which is really nice, and it makes the bumper look really clean. So yeah, I mean, I can go show you on my car. My car's under the cover right now because I was doing a little bit of primer, as you could see on that bumper. But so on these regular 944s, you have kind of a split bumper design. So you'll have the bottom valance and then the actual bumper here. See, I mean, some people like these, and I kind of did, but when you compare this bumper to a 944 turbo bumper, I mean, there's no comparison. It just looks a lot better and a lot cleaner. So I decided to go with that. Sorry, my garage door's down. Don't feel like opening it because it's really cold outside. But so we'll go back over here. So yeah, I'll show you some of the products I've been using. Now with this, I did use some Bondo, but you want to be really careful with Bondo on bumpers because this is a high flex zone of the car, and you don't want a lot of Bondo on this. Like, I did minimal, like little just go overs because I needed it, like needed just to be smoothed out. But down here, no Bondo. If you are doing this, do not use Bondo down here. If you hit something a little bit and you just scrape the bottom lip of this bumper, that Bondo is going to crack and it's going to look horrible, even after you just paid all that money to repaint it and now you have to do it again. So minimal Bondo I've been using on this. Minimal. Another product I've been using is this black plastic welder. That is kind of like a gooey stuff that turns hard to weld some plastic together. So I'm doing it in places that you can't really see. Down here there was a little crack, so I did that plastic welder down there. Did some plastic welder in here. You can't really see, it's hard to get to. That's just a little bit in there. And then the other product that I'm using is this actual plastic welder. So it's like, if you've ever soldered metal before, like, this is exactly what it is. It just uses these little strips of plastic here. So what I did with that is, for this crack, can't see it, which is really good, but I used that plastic welder, so it really melts the plastic down and bonds it to the existing plastic on the bumper. Right here you can see it. I did this last night. I did plastic weld in here. You can't see it, but I did it on the facing, so it looks way cleaner than the plastic weld that I just showed you over here. And I think that's all I used for that plastic welder. But yeah, this thing is a lifesaver. If you have a bumper, you crack it, and you don't want to buy a new one because bumpers can get really expensive, just go pick one of these up. I think I paid, what, $16 for that. And you get a wire brush here. You get some mesh so you can kind of keep the plastic where you want it. And you get a stand. I mean, can't really beat that for 16 bucks, fixing your bumper yourself. Or just go out and buy a new bumper, whatever you want to do. But, you know, this one was in pretty rough shape, and I wanted it. So I went ahead and picked it up and did all the work to it. I'm kind of nearing the end of the prep work, and then I have a buddy who's going to paint it for me, same color as I got my car painted this summer. So it'll look real clean, really clean, I think. If you're ever interested in like me actually doing it on camera, maybe I'll do that today, but throw a comment down and I'll make sure to film some of it on camera so you guys can see it, because it really is fun. I mean, if you like using your hands and stuff, body work is real fun. Like, I did my whole car, so I enjoy it. Yeah, give this a thumbs up, and please subscribe for more awesome content. I think the next video we'll have is of this car right here. I'll do a whole rundown of this car. So stay tuned for that. See you later.